Job of the day. We're doing a Diamond C dump trailer. I'm going to service his fluids. Everything, usually on these I don't have to change out bearings, but I'm gonna take the hubs out, check his seals, put new, or drain all the oil, put new oil in, check his lights, and then he needs me to swap out his hydraulic 12K jack. So I'm gonna do that as well. Jack is all the way up. I'm going to disconnect the lines, make sure they're high enough so minimal fluid comes out, but I'll zip tie it to this. Then I'll start disassembling the jack and put a new jack in. 11/16. He said he wanted me to swap these, so I will. Yeah! Beautiful, beautiful hydraulic line. Have a nice little hydraulic fluid shower today. I think it's gonna be messy regardless of what I do. I should probably put a jack. All the fluid's out, so I think the jack is just under pressure and it's sending fluid out. All right, safety glasses on because I don't want them in my eyes. Oh yeah, baby. Try to minimize it, but not much you can do. Zip tie that up. Beautiful hydraulic fluid everywhere. Fudge. Zipped up out of the way. Let's clean up this horrid mess. Taking jack off now. Bottom fasteners off. Bottom fasteners off. Bottom on the other side's off. Come on, baby. Yeah! Ooh, that thing's heavy. I just measured this. They sent him out the wrong jack. That's a 7 on center. Outside, outside. This is a 6 1/4. Outside, outside. Mounting holes are 7 on the outside, and inside's 4 3/4. I don't know if that's a Diamond C bracket, but I don't think it is. Should be a Stillwell bracket. He might have just got sent out the wrong jack. Alright, game plan change. I'm going to cut that bracket off. I'm going to cut that bracket off, and I'm going to mount this one just like that one. But I got to swap the brackets out. Change plans V2. We're going to keep that the way it is because he needs to send that back. I'm going to cut this bracket off, and then I'm going to sand down the outer housing and sand this whole area, and I'm just going to weld it to the mounting area. That's the plan. All right, new hydraulic jack is in. I got it mounted up. I'm going to weld all the way around. It goes up and down just fine now. No leaking whatsoever. Tighten some of these. That's good. That's good. No leaking. That's just some residual fluid from fluid loss on when I took the other one out. So I'm going to weld this up. Jack is in position. It is square. It is mocked up. I'm about to start welding it. Jack is welded. Everything's on. See if we go up, and we can come down. All right, hydraulic jack fully installed. I'm going to work on his axles now. All right, I am not gonna do oil on these. Oil looks great on the inside, not milky whatsoever. So I'm gonna put tires and wheels back on and call them good. His oil line is right where it's supposed to be as well. Tires and wheels back on. All right, I got my tester plugged in. Clearance lights blinking, but there's no, reverse lights blinking, but there's no reverse on these. Marker lights are on. Driver's side front fender. Driver's side rear fender. Good. Good, all lights are on. Left turn is on. Right turn is on. Back to markers. Markers are on. Good on passenger side. Good passenger side rear fender. Passenger side front fender. And passenger side front. Good. Let's check brakes. Front driver free spinning. Rear driver free spinning. Brakes are on. Good. Rear's locked up. What's going on with the rear here? I think this axle right here needs to be adjusted. Okay, brakes are off. Rear's free spinning. Locks up. Front free spinning. Doesn't lock up, but I think, like I said, adjustment. See if I can actually get my adjuster in there. Oh, that's the worst. I might be able to get my adjuster in there. It's so hard to get adjusters in when it has a 4-inch drop axle. Like, you have no room to get in. That's frustrating. Alright. Alright, passenger side, free spinning. Locked up. These brakes are great on this side. It's just that driver's side front. Gotta tear it down. It looks like the self-adjusting is not working. And it's not holding in spot where it needs to hold. So, this backing plate needs to be changed. I need to run and grab a part for him. Looks like the self-adjuster, the plate, bent and it's not holding. I don't think this thing has ever worked. It's not even out. I gotta go run and grab him a new one. All right, got everything disassembled. I'm gonna run and grab a part for him. Backing plate secured. Went and grabbed it. Now it's time to install. Come on, baby. Make sure the wires do not get smashed in the back. Come on. Get with me here. There we go. Lock washer. Good. Oh, right on the funny bone. Holy moly, that hurt. Bottom left is on. Easy peasy. Make sure the wires are not smashed. Good. 3/4. 3/4. Top's tightened. Bottom's tightened. Top left is going on. Oh, dropping nuts. Someone's barbecuing. Come on. Good. And bottom right is going on. Top left secure. Bottom right secure. Give it back, please. Thank you. Backing plate's on. I'm gonna wire it up. Backing plate's wired up. I'm gonna shrink wrap the butt connectors and then zip tie it up. This one actually looks good. Brake adjuster flap is holding on to where it needs to hold on to. So I should be able to adjust these brakes by putting the hub on, turn the brakes on, and then rotating it backwards. It should adjust itself. And wiring is clean. It's missing the frame. I put zip tie on the bottom U-bolt. It has enough play for the suspension to work. Cleaning the hub and drum with some brake clean. Get all the nastiness out of it. I'll throw new seals, new bearings, put it on there, tighten her down, and then fill it up with oil. Take gear oil off of there. New bearing going in. The race is perfect. Nothing's wrong with the race. New seal going on top. Should say air side on it. Yep, air side. Grab your hammer and a seal pounder. Good, seated properly, nice and even. Oh, flip it over. Race is good, looks brand new. This one gets a 02475 bearing on the outside. Good. Might as well chase my trash flying around. All right, head camera's back in business. I am filling up this oil bath hub. I think I'm gonna let it settle a little more. I do need to bleed the hydraulic ram. It's chuffing and skipping, so I need to go run it all the way up, try and get all the air out, and then keep going down, up and down, up and down until it stops doing that. That'll be after I'm done with this. But I did seat the seal on. You go 50 foot-pounds of torque to seat the seal, oil bath seal, and then back it off and then tighten it by hand. Then I threw a cotter key in there as well. Cotter key is right there. I cleaned the spindle, put all new bearings in. I'm just waiting on gear oil now. Looks like gear oil fluid level is evened out. It's right where it's supposed to be. Put the little rubber plug in, get his tire and wheel back on. Front driver side's free spinning. Brakes are on. Brakes are off. Free spinning. I'm gonna swing it back in the opposite way. Try and get this thing to self-adjust. Off, and one more time. And off. Good. Free spinning forward. Much better. Good. Alright. That magnet's gonna seat into the hub, and he's gonna have good brakes all the way around now. Time to torque lug nuts. These are 5/8, so I'm going 150. Book says 140 to 160, so might as well hit it right in the middle. All lug nuts torqued. Oh, I do need to reinstall this. It had a broken off piece and it was sitting on this bracket, so I'm going to reinstall this so he has a pin wherever he goes. Pin retainer is on. All right, now it's time to bleed this thing. Come on, get all the air out. I don't like that. I need to swap these again because it's going down under its own power. I'm going to swap it. Oh, I'm gonna get a hydraulic bath again, but those things do need to be switched. Swap the hoses back. Got that on, perfect. Clean up all the hydraulic fluid. Oh, this looks actually, it's red, so it's probably ATF. Clean all that stuff up. I'll take that off again. Everything's tight, nothing's leaking. Let's try it again. Step back from it in case it does it again. That's what it needs to do. Way better. Okay, I'll let him know on that. Yeah, I swapped those around for him. I think he wanted the remote to indicate like going up on this instead of coming up on this in relation to the remote. But it was dangerous how it was because it was allowing it to come all the way down under its own power, like gravity fed down. So swapped them back. Now it's safe for him. not gonna drop on his foot when he's trying to take it off and on his truck. I'm gonna clean all this stuff up. Hydraulic fluid mess is cleaned up. I'm just doing my visual checks. Everything's good. I got his 7-way, all his lights work, left turn, right turn, marker lights, all brakes work now. I did swap these over back to where they needed to be from factory. Now it's safe again. Oh, I changed out a backing plate. Did new bearings, new seals, new grease on the driver's side front. And then I changed out the backing plate because the auto adjust plate was not actually holding onto the brake adjuster. So that's done. Torque lug nuts, I'm cleaning up. I'm all done, and I'm on to the next.